Hi, I'm from Ketover of Lenguin.com, and this is Mandarin Chinese. Today, we're talking about what you do. Doing, working, studying. This is going to be action-verb packed. In this lesson, we'll look at how to ask and answer questions about where you work and about where and what you've studied. Miss Mao, a graduate student, has just met Mr. King and Mr. Cook. Listen as she finds out what Mr. King does. Where do you work?
您在哪里工作？您在哪里工作？
I work with the State Department.
我在美国国务院工作。我在美国国务院工作。
Here's the word for State Department.
国务院，国务院，国务院。
Here's the exchange live.
您在哪里工作？
我在美国国务院工作。
In English, saying that you work at the State Department means that you work at its headquarters in Washington. When you're employed by the State Department somewhere else, you say you work for the State Department. In Chinese, you would answer with a prepositional verb
在。
in either case. Here's the exchange again.
您在哪里工作？
我在美国国务院工作。
Try translating it.
您在哪里工作？
Where do you work?
我在美国国务院工作。
I work with the State Department. Now listen as Miss Mao figures out what Mr. Cook does. Where do you work?
您在哪里工作？您在哪里工作？
I'm a student.
我是学生。我是学生。
Here's the word for student.
学生，学生，学生。
Here's the exchange again, live.
您在哪里工作？
我是学生。
Try translating it.
您在哪里工作？
Where do you work?
我是学生。
I'm a student. Instead of being asked directly where you work, you're more likely to be asked what you came to do. Here's the word for to do.
做，做，做。
Here's how you say to study.
念书，念书，念书。
Literally, the expression means to study books. Listen to the following exchange between Miss Mao and Mr. Cook. What did you come here to do?
您来做什么？您来做什么？
I came here to study.
我来念书。我来念书。
When the verb to come is followed by another verb, the second verb expresses the purpose of the coming. Here's the exchange live.
您来做什么？
我来念书。
Try translating it.
您来做什么？
What did you come here to do?
我来念书。
I came here to study. To ask a person about his own occupation, you use the question
你在哪里工作？
In asking about a third person's occupation, however, you can use a blunter question. Listen to this live exchange.
你朋友的哥哥做什么？
他在台湾银行工作。
Try translating it.
你朋友的哥哥做什么？
What does your friend's older brother do?
他在台湾银行工作。
He works at the Bank of Taiwan. Let's go back to Miss Mao's conversation with Mr. Cook. When you're talking about studying a particular subject, the verb to study is followed by the name of that subject. Listen as the conversation continues. Oh, I'm a student too.
哦，我也是学生。哦，我也是学生。
May I ask, what are you studying?
请问你念什么？请问你念什么？
I'm studying history.
我念历史。我念历史。
Here's the word for history.
历史。历史。历史。
Now, here's the exchange live.
哦，我也是学生。
请问你念什么？
我念历史。
Try translating it.
哦，我也是学生。
Oh, I'm a student too.
请问你念什么？
May I ask, what are you studying?
我念历史。
I'm studying history. If you want to talk about studying a language, you usually use a different word for to study. Here it is.
学。学。学。
The word
学
means study in the sense of learning or acquiring a skill. You'll recognize it from the word for student.
学生念
On the other hand, is used for taking courses and formal book learning. Here's the word for Chinese in the sense of the Chinese language.
中文。中文。中文。
The conversation continues. What are you studying, Mr. Cook?
柯先生，你念什么？柯先生，你念什么？
I'm studying Chinese here.
我在这里学中文。我在这里学中文。
The term
中文
can mean either spoken or the written language. The use of the verb
学
in Mr. Cook's answer implies that he is learning spoken Chinese, which involves acquiring an active skill. If you were concentrating on just being able to read written Chinese, you would have probably answered with,
念
here's the exchange live.
柯先生，你念什么？
我在这里学中文。
Try translating it.
柯先生，你念什么？
What are you studying, Mr. Cook?
我在这里学中文。
I'm studying Chinese here. Now, here's the word for English.
英文。英文。英文。
Here's how you can find out if someone knows any English. May I ask, have you ever studied English?
请问你学过英文吗？请问你学过英文吗？
Yes.
学过。学过。
In the question, the marker
过
is translated by the English word ever. In the statement, however,
过
can't be translated. The literal translation of the full answer
我学过
would be simply, I have studied it, just as if the sentence were,
我学了
here's the exchange live.
请问你学过英文吗？
学过。
Try translating it.
请问你学过英文吗？
May I ask, have you ever studied English?
学过。
Yes. 好，我们下课吧. Remember to head over to Lenguin.com to play the games. That's Lenguin, as in Lenguin the Penguin. Thanks for watching. I want to thank all of our supporters who have helped make these courses possible. You too can help us continue offering free language courses. Simply head over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/Lenguin. What's Patreon, you ask? It's a crowdfunding site where you can pledge any amount you want to our cause. And to show our thanks, we'll give you bonus stuff. Again, that's patreon.com/Lenguin. Until next time, stay cool.